Hello gamers, my name is Seated Gamer and welcome back to another booster opening video. We're just going to crack right into it today with Kaladesh. Yes, we got another pack of this to go through, so we're just going to get right into it. I'm going to try and open it on the camera this time. I just got to be careful to not knock over my background here. But, can we? There we go. That's better. Alright. We have, let's get this centered here, Thriving Grubs. 1 and a red for a 2/1 Gremlin. When it enters the battlefield, knocked the camera. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 2 energy to put a +1/+1 counter on it. It's a piker that can get bigger. I'm fine with this guy. And if you want to use him to make energy, or use your later energy from what makes energy and doesn't use it. There's probably a few things. I think live fast and die hard. I think live fast makes you energy but doesn't use it. Anyway, this card's fine. I don't mind him. But we are going to move on to our next card. Eddie Trailhawk. Good old Eddie. 1 and a white for a 1/2 with flying. Hey, it's just like Stormcrow. When it enters the battlefield, you get 2 energy. And when it attacks, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, another target attacking creature gains flying until end of turn. So if you want to get your big dude through, swing in with Eddie and the big guy. This card's fine. I am very much a fan of this card. It can definitely help out getting some of your big stuff through. So if you've got the Fretwork Colony, the 1 black for a 1/1 can't block, beginning of your upkeep, put a counter on it and lose life. If that thing gets up to monstrous levels of power and toughness, but they have enough creatures on the ground that they can just gum you up for days, swing in with Eddie, give that guy flying, and you're set. So yeah, Eddie Trailhawk, very good card. Very much happy with that. Next up though, we have a Vidalcan Blademaster, 2 and a blue for a 2/3 Vidalcan Soldier with Prowess. Prowess will probably trigger quite a bit with all the vehicles and random non-creature artifacts that are in the set. But I don't know how good this guy is, because I've never actually played with him. He seems like he'd be okay, because it is limited. You do want to be casting creatures all the time, so that you can actually chump block big things, or just swing in with your own big things. But yeah, Blademaster could do okay, not entirely sure. Moving on though, we get Ruinous Gremlin. 1 red for a 1/1, 2 and a red and sacrifice Ruinous Gremlin, destroy target artifact. This guy hits a lot of stuff that you don't want to be dealing with, and he is pretty cheap. Even if you draw him late game, 4 mana to destroy your opponent's most annoying artifact, that's fine. Good thing about this guy is you can use him to chump block a big thing, sacrifice it to destroy an artifact you don't like, and they still don't get through with the damage unless the other creature had trample. So yeah, that just works rather nicely. Moving on though, Kuja Seed Sculptor. 1 and a green for a 1/2 Elf Druid. When it enters the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. It's like a Bond Beetle, but bigger. Yeah, this guy seems fine. Feel like he works better if you get a, what's that guy, Panharmonicon. Enter the battlefield, triggers a +1 for each Panharmonicon on the field. So yeah, I mean, 2 mana for either a 2/3 or a 1/2 and make something else bigger. It's like if you have something with lifelink, or something you just really don't want to die, something with flying, yeah, this guy works fine. Moving on though, Thriving Rats. Seriously, it's like you have to get more than 1 thriving creature a pack. 1 and a black for a 1/2 rat. When it enters, you get 2 energy. Whenever it attacks, you may pay 2 energy. If you do, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Thriving Cycle is fine. This guy is actually pretty good, because he attacks in as a 2/3, and that's not terrible for 2 mana. Like, I'll happily play a 2/3 for 2 mana. And that's usually what this guy is. Or, he's just more energy you can use to, well, you're in black, so die young. Kill something with 4 toughness. That's fine. Moving on though. Dund Operative. Dund? How do you say that? I don't even know. 1 and a black for a 2/2 human rogue. As long as you control an artifact, Dund Operative gets +1/+0 and has Death Touch. This guy is fine. This guy will kill your opponent's biggest creature, or he gets him for 3 damage because they don't want to have to deal with him. Or he trades for a 2 power creature, but yeah. if they've got a 2-power creature, you either swing in and accept the trade, or you keep this guy up to block their most annoying thing. But yeah, this guy's fine. I like this guy. Good in black. If you're playing black, you probably want this guy. Next up though, Glint Sleeve Artisan, 2 and a white for a 2/2 Dwarf Artificer with Fabricate 1. This guy's not terrible. I quite like him. Played him in my draft that actually won me these packs, so he can't be too terrible. Granted, I did have a Panharmonicon, which makes Fabricate absolutely beautiful, but yeah, this guy's fun. I'm happy with him. Moving on, I believe that's our last common, I'm not sure. 4 mana, Dukara Peafowl, 4 mana for a 2/4 artifact creature bird that has pay a blue. Dukara Peafowl gains flying until end of turn. Yeah, I think this guy's playable, I think. I mean, 4 mana for a 2/4 with pseudo evasion. If you don't need to give it flying, then you can just keep that blue mana up for... I think there's a bounce spell for a single blue mana that works, but yeah. This guy's fine. I like this guy. I'd probably play this guy if I'm playing blue. Probably a lower tier pick, but yeah. Having creatures is always good. Nope, looks like we get one more common. Prakata Pillarbug, 3 mana for a 2/3 insect artifact creature that has pay a black to give it lifelink until end of turn. Now this guy I will definitely play because I am a big fan of lifelink, and this guy is just 3 mana for a 2/3. That's just fine in and of itself. Just ask any Minotaur. And yeah, activated ability to give it lifelink gives you a bit more inevitability, lets you dig a little deeper for your other stuff. If you get the black puzzle knot, then you can essentially use that, or like cast that for free, because you'll get your life back from a single lifelink trigger from this guy. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this guy. This guy's fine. Moving on, do we have uncommons yet? Yes, we do. Ballista Charger, 5 mana for a 6/6 vehicle. Whenever it attacks, it deals 1 damage to target creature or player, and has crew 3. So yeah, this guy attacks, bye-bye Servo. Or this guy attacks, bye-bye Thopter. This guy attacks, hey, just take 1 more damage, if you're okay with that. If you're not, too bad, take it anyway. Yeah, this guy is fine. Crew is a bit expensive, so like well, there are a lot of 3-power creatures. Like if you have the Dund Operative, then and you've got this guy, then this counts as an artifact, makes the Dund Operative a 3/2. So that guy alone can crew this guy, and a 6/6 is a bit better for attacking than a 3/2. So yeah, not terrible, not a terrible vehicle. Next up though, Glimmer of Genius, 3 and a blue for an instant, scry 2, then draw 2 cards. You get 2 energy. Speaking of cards that make energy and do nothing with it. So yeah, this guy will just fuel any thriving card. Also, it just lets you dig deep for something that you might want to use that energy on, who knows. Yeah, Glimmer of Genius, pretty good. Instant speed draw cards, usually a pretty good card. And this lets you scry beforehand, so yeah, pretty good. I enjoy it. Next up, our last uncommon should be Consul's Shield Guard, 3 and a white for a 3/4 Dwarf Soldier. When it enters, you get 2 energy. When it attacks, you may pay 1 energy. If you do, another target attacking creature gains indestructible until end of turn. So you're swinging in with Eddie, you're swinging in with the Shield Guard. You really don't want that creature to die. You give it flying, you give it indestructible. And then, yeah, just get in there with the big thing. Get in there with the, what's that guy, Ballista Charger. Just really swing right in there. It all works. Looks like this is a good pack for limited, I guess. But onto our rare. Let's see exactly how good this pack is for limited. Authority of the Consuls. This pack is great for limited. It is a single white mana for an enchantment. Creatures your opponents control enter the battlefield tapped. Whenever a creature enters the battlefield under an opponent's control, you gain 1 life. This card I like to call the Fun Police. Yeah, so if you're gaining life for doing absolutely nothing except paying 1 mana near the start of the game, that's just a good card. This just locks down every single haste creature. This card works fantastically against the Lathnu Helion, 2 and a red for a 4/4 with haste. When it enters, you get 2 energy. Beginning of your end step, you may sacrifice it unless you pay 2 energy. Yeah, this card is very nice. And I believe we do not have a foil in this pack. We have an island and Stupid old proxy card, nobody likes you. But yeah, Authority of the Consuls. This is a good card. I enjoy this card. I will happily play this card. Like, if I'm opening this pack, this is my first pick. Doesn't matter what color I'm in, I can splash white for Authority of the Consuls. Yeah, pretty happy with that card. I've had this played against me, and I've had the opportunity to steal this card from someone with a Gonti Lord of Luxury. So yeah, this card is good. It gains you life, which can help with so many things. It just lets you survive that little bit longer, locks down haste creatures. Very nice. Also stops them from crewing vehicles when they enter, which is something I hadn't thought of before just that second when I said it. So yeah, Authority of the Consuls. Card that I would play. Yeah, that's going to be it for this booster opening. I'll see you next time for another booster opening. Bye!